kasi sir, an experience ng pandemic, if you recall, ng Manila Bay na nagkaroon ng caller. So parang na-call yung lab natin kasi they suspect it's a ham sting na parang, okay, so release like a publication or like parang mag-post tayo sa...
That was the first time.
Bakit may kulay ang Manila Bay? And then kaming
Very
Plasmix people pa lang yung parang medyo active na project. So kami naatasan, si Pawi at si Daniel, na gumawa ng
Si Mark.
digestible parang infographic na maintindihan ng people. So kami parang we get there are hypotheses na kung bakit may kulay ang Manila Bay. But how do you make it easier to understand, interactive and interesting for the public? Kasi it's a thing that should be brought to public awareness. Kasi parang yung people hanggang sa, okay, so may kulay, hanggang doon lang. Hindi sila nagtatanong na parang, how does it affect me personally? How does it affect my daily life? Because yung understanding on why it occurred, wala.
Actually, yung pub na yun, pumutok yun. It was shared several times, it was picked up by even the media. And people, pag binasa mo doon, ang comment ng mga tao, sana lahat ng science, pub ganito. Kasi madali siyang basahin. It's a step by step. Tapos, funny siya. May mga nilagay kami doon. Hindi. Bigla. Diba? So for them, it was a good approach for the majority of the public and they were able to understand. Pero gusto ko din i-point out, that was actually a turning point in the lab. That was a point in time that we realized na, wait lang, malaki pala yung gap in terms of communicating and helping people understand what's happening around them.
Yung sa plastic count naman, actually, when it comes to communicating yung ginagawa namin, it first started with Marvy first, and then it came to the point na medyo naging busy na rin siya. So ako na yung nagpo-post sa Facebook. And I realized that, actively communicating yung ginagawa namin sa plastic count, that we're not really alone in what we do. Like, we do get a lot of messages, a lot of emails. Then it just brings me back to when I was starting my career, which is why I started my own business, because I thought I was alone. But then I realized that communication is key, and you will find like-minded people.
And network is important.
Networking is also very important.
So you by communicating what you do, you're able to expand the network and touch base with the people you want to work with.
Yung hubs just started naman, so medyo I'm still also learning pa yung mga concepts about it. But people like Marvy and Justin, they really address yung gap sa pag-intindi ng mga layman sa mga science terms. Because we scientists recognize that over the years of accumulated knowledge and technological progression, science has become specialized. So that's the reason why medyo mahirap talaga siya maintindihan. Because there are now microcosms of science na only few people focus or do research. So yung mga kausap talaga nila ang mga peers. So people like Marvin and Justin, the fact that they exert effort to have a conversation with those scientists and deliver what they have understood for the sake of the public. Yan talaga, it's a way of bridging the gap.
When you say na parang what has always been done is mga symposium, I think the exchanges have always been researcher to researcher, scientist to scientist. So maybe it's not necessarily not being able to, it's just they're used to speaking with people in the same wavelength. So when someone from an outside perspective asks you the question na, oh, how is that doing that? Parang, it's not necessarily a fear or it's just they're not used to that kind of question. So paano nila i-bridge yun to a person from a different field?
So yun yung challenge.
You have to make it look like it's easy for you to understand. Kasi that's how you entice people as well. Na hindi nila feeling na nai-alienate sila. Kasi ina-accept sila nung mismong kinoconsume nila. Yun yung importance nung yung sinisimulan natin ngayon, I guess with Miss and the entire team na we're creating a space to invite people na this is what we know and we are sharing it with you in a way that won't make you feel na bakit hindi ko ito alam? Alam mo, there's no guilt about it when you're trying it out. Parang ganun. That's what we want them to feel.
So yun, I think there was a recognition at some point na parang, wait lang, can we try? Can we try? Kasi if we are selling science, we're not just selling the science. we're also selling the scientists and the idea of being a scientist. And I think that's very important. Ang daming kailangan gawin pero konti ng scientists. We need to actually invite more younger, Filipinos to become scientists. So, ang daming natatarget ng effort at initiative.
Sa atin din, I think, especially sa lab, medyo mahirap kasi yung lab natin deals with things that cannot be seen normally by the naked eye. So,
Being the microbes.
the microbes, hence the name microbial oceanography. Pero, yun nga ang laki ng impact na ginagawa ng microbes sa marine environment. So, dun din pumapasok yung pagkakaroon ng visuals natin. Dun mahalaga yung part ni na Justin. Kasi parang, pwede natin i-explain o i-explain. Pero hindi ba kung gumawa sila ng parang chart na parang ito yung dadami, tapos ito yung... Yun na, kita na agad nila. So, dumadali yung pag-unawa na hindi natin sila nilulook down upon dahil hindi nila alam. Pinapadali lang natin yung pag-intindi sa kanila. So,
Dun sa
yun yung
lingwahe.
Sa lingwahe na maintindihan nila. Sa paraan na mas madali nilang mas maintindihan.
Kasi ang hirap na, ang nakikita lang namin usually pag binibigay information, graphs. Ano namang, ang hirap na i-digest agad.
Gagawin ko dito.
Ba't iba-iba yung kulay? O tapos, and then when you have a certain time frame lang to understand that and para mailabas siya for posting or anything, kailangan maging bite-sized siya. So, what we do is that we put it in images na familiar dun sa tao kasi nga hindi nila nakita. So, we would translate those information into, I guess, pictures, images agad na easily recognizable na even if you're not familiar, okay, ito pala yun. Yun siya agad.
But I think important yun kasi magkaiba ang dumbing down versus laymanizing.
Yes.
You don't lose the facts, you don't lose the very principle and the core of science by laymanizing. It's not dumbing down. And I think yun din yung medyo delicate na compromise Kasi we need to appreciate the fact that the public is not dumb.
Yeah.
There's just a way or there's just a different way on how to communicate. Diba? Hindi bobo ang publiko.
We just need to find the right medium to
Yes.
communicate.
Yes.
Getting the message across.
Kasi basically, kami yung representation ng normal na tao sa room. Kung hindi namin ito naiintindihan, paano namin ito i-communicate?
Yes.
So, sa level namin, kaya mahalaga yung feedback mechanism.
Baka kaya
Diba
kaya hindi ma-explain ng scientist kasi hindi na nila
Pwede.
may batay sa experience natin, di ba lagi ako nag-feedback mechanism sa'yo na parang, explain niya sa akin. Tapos explain back ko sa kanya. Ganito ba? Tama.
Yeah.
Oo. Kasi, pero, in-explain ko siya in a way na ako yung nakaintindi. Sa perspective ko yun.
Siguro naman, baka hindi pa enough yung experience natin to be called as science communicators. Kasi again, that's very specialized skill. Pero at least right now, there's an effort on our part to actually communicate our science to the people. Papunta na tayo. Ako, nakita ko kung i-follow niyo yung page. We've grown na. I mean, the followers, the community. Pero what I found most satisfying is ngayon, a lot of people actually already wanted to become microbial oceanographers. May mga nag-message, may mga nag-DM, para how to get into the program. They're now aware na, may ganun field pala. They're now aware why we need to study the oceans and wanted to become marine scientists.
Bukod sa numbers, yung pag laging may nag-reach out sa atin na ako po ay isang senior high student, gusto ko pong gumawa ng study sa ganito. In recent parang months na nag-post tayo, dumadami yung mga nag-reach out.
Sorry na lang, minsan hirap talaga sagutin sa dami.
So, ibig sabihin, nag-generate talaga yung interest. Ibig sabihin, it came across kung ano yung gusto nating sabihin, they got the message. So, doon po kami nag-validate, doon kami na mas napupush na ituloy or to be better. Kasi, may nakikita kang feedback eh.
Especially from the people na you wanted to come across.
At mahaba yung proseso, ha? Hindi siya overnight na, ay, gusto ko ABB bukas.
Hindi namin sure.
Pero yung big more, it helps na sumasama kayo sa field work, nanonood kayo sa laboratory work and everything. Kasi nandun kayo habang ginagawang story.
Oh, also, especially siguro sa hubs din, the mere fact na kaya kong i-explain anong ginagawa namin, para saan siya, so pag nagdi-DNA kami, para saan yun? Ano nakukuha na namin din? So nag-isolate kami. Tapos ito yung mga parameters na nakaka-apekto sa kanya kung paano siya mabubuhay. Kung kaya kong explain yun, di ba mas okay yun? Kaysa nagkakaroon din ako ng ibang idea kung paano nga ipapresent yung mga ganong info. Kasi ako mismo alam ko siya. Kaya ko siya explain. So pag kinausap ko na siya, ganito, gawa tayo ng ganito. Dahil alam ko yun. Ako mismo alam ko. Hindi ko kailangang interviewin si jury. Hindi ko kailangang interviewin si sir. Kasi being there as joining the field work, alam na namin.
Yes. Experiential.
Again, doon po pasok yun, yung experiential, yung immersive experience. Kasi doon kami natututo. I think nung una din, di ba? Parang medyo nalolost din siya. Pero dahil sumasama na siya, alam na din niya. O di ba? Ikaw,
Kasi from before, yung process namin is that si Miss yung mas madalas sumasama. So yung napapasang information is coming from Miss na. So, I guess having that experience on your own gives you personal reflections and personal understanding. So, pwede mo nang iba to kay Miss ngayon na, ito yung nagets ko. And then she will say something na she understood. Tapos, dun kayo magka-come up ng conclusion.
And then you also ask the
How makes
scientists,
sense.
the researchers themselves kung tama nga.
Kasi you have access to them. So,
Yeah.
Yun yung magandang
sayang na
collaborative.
hindi mo siya itatap into.
Yes.
You have the floor to ask the important questions. And you can ask them na, tama ba itong ginagawa ko? Or may mali ba dito? How do you think should we go?
So, dito na tayo papunta. And I think with this, and with all the experience that we had in the past years, we are now trying to come up with a more stable group, a more permanent group within a scientific group. Di ba nag-decide, ano ang pangalan nila?
manginhas. Galing din sa'yo yun.
Bakit nga ba manginhas?
Kasi yung para siyang term sa inyo ng mga gleaners. So technically, parang ganun yung ginagawa namin. Tinitipon namin yung mga impormasyon na binibigay niyo sa amin. And then we're making something out of that.
You know what, honestly, yung manginhas na word is really does fit you guys. Kasi parang, well, there is a need to communicate science. There's a science to communicating. And in that specific niche, you guys are the keystone species at the center of it. Kasi parang, meaning parang, what sets you apart from mainstream media kasi na parang, may pinpublish, tapos they talk about it, they publish an article. You guys are part of the experience during lab work, field work, and you also represent the general public. So kayo yung center of it, at the front line of bridging the gap from the scientist to the public. So, manginhas is a word for you kasi kayo ngayon nagsabi mo, nag-harvest ng information. Kasi andun kayo, part kayo ng lab.
Yeah, parang fully encapsulate nyo na yung intersection between the arts and the science. As a result, mas maging maganda yung pag-communicate sa general public.
Siguro yung golden question right now is, now that we really have established a production team within a science group, the Manginhas Productions, what do we expect from you?
So sa mga darating na araw, gusto namin i-share yung mga achievement ng mga project na nagawa na for MOLAB, which is yung cytosol and yung plastic count. So yung mga project na yun, simula pa lang yun. Yun pa lang yung mga nagawa na namin. As we go along, magkakaroon pa tayo ng mga special or parang full docu para sa plasmics and para sa house.
So may short formats, may long formats, may talk show formats, more visuals.
Visual cards, art cards, yung mga mapa na gusto namin gawin. Sabi nga ni sir, matalino yung mga tao. Ipaalam mo lang sa kanila na ito yung ginagawa namin. Ito yung dahilan bakit namin ito ginagawa. ito yung magiging impact nito sa atin.
So ano, yung manghinhas ay nagkukwento ng tungkol sa siyensya, nagkukwento tungkol dun sa siyentista, pero nagkukwento din siya ng bakit mahalaga yung siyensya para sa mga Pilipino. And I think that's what we're really aiming for. At the end of the day, it's still to serve the Filipino people whom we promised to actually serve.